Welcome to the first episode of Mumblecast.
Let's get ready to mumble!
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Liam.
And today we're going to talk about penguins. What do you know about penguins?
I don't know much about penguins. I know they live in either the North or South Pole. I'm going to say South. No, it's like they live in Antarctica. Mm-hmm. And that's about it. Other than movies and TVs. That's all I know about penguins.
Yeah, I didn't really know very much before I researched them, other than I wanted to own one as a child.
Never wanted to own one. There's no. We had a big fridge when I was younger. I'm pretty sure we could have fitted a penguin in there somewhere. But that was about it. We had a big chest freezer.
Yeah. I wanted to keep mine in the bathtub. I would have brought ice.
I suppose you had, what was it? That movie that had them in it? Mr. Popper's Penguins? I'm sure. What was that movie?
Mr. Popper's Penguins, maybe?
Yeah, he had them in a bath,
like
did he
that?
not?
I don't know. I thought it was a great idea.
We had a joke about penguins when we were younger. That was, the first joke would be, what's black and white and red all over? And the classic response is, a newspaper. Mm-hmm. It's black and white. And then the other one would be, what's black and white and red all over? A penguin with a sunburn. I don't know, it was not a very good joke, but I mean, we told it when we were kids. I don't know why.
It's a great joke.
Yeah. Another thing I used to remember is they used to say that penguins are dying because people are flying over Antarctica, which I don't think actually happens. I don't think there's any plane trails over there. And the penguins would look up and fall over and then die because they couldn't get back over off their back, which can't be true because if you look at all the penguin fail videos.
Yeah, they fall all the time.
Yeah, so that can't be true, but I do remember hearing that.
Like a turtle, except a penguin.
And then like all the hot stuff that's going on. What's it called? God, I just need to try and talk about something.
Global warming.
Global warming.
Yes.
Killing off the penguins, but I don't think that's true either.
I don't know.
All right.
My research.
Kayla has done an exceptional amount of research. A lot more than I have. I've got about 10 points on penguins. And she's going to start us off by talking about how many different types of penguins there are.
How many times would you have guessed there were before I told you?
You've told me already, but I'm going to take it back. Imagine I would have thought maybe like 7 or 8 types of penguins. Maybe like 7 or 8. Because I know about 3 of them, if that.
What ones did you know?
I knew the emperor penguin, the small one with the wee yellow head, like the wee sort of ears. And then I assumed there was one in between them that was like a smaller but not quite as big one, but I didn't know what it was called.
Alright. So there's 17 different species. And they live in a lot of different places, not just Antarctica.
Really?
Yeah.
Zoos don't count.
Of course not. So the first one is called an Adelie penguin. It is in Antarctica. And
is that the most common one?
No, I think these are just in alphabetical order.
Alright, okay.
But I can go out in and out of order. This one breeds the furthest south of any bird and can travel 185 miles round trip for a meal.
185 miles round trip.
For one meal.
For one meal?
Yeah.
That's not for itself, though. That's it taking food to its
No, I think that's for itself.
Why just live 85 miles away?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I've seen documentaries where... So my fact, and I'll leave them because you might be your facts later on. But how I just said I'd leave it, don't I? Okay, I'll leave it. Alright, so that's the first one.
Yeah. The second one's an African penguin. Guess where it lives?
Ooh, it's Africa?
Yeah. They also call this one a jackass penguin because it brays when it talks.
It brays?
Like a donkey.
What's a bray?
Like a donkey.
You're going to have to explain or at least demonstrate.
I don't know how to bray like a donkey.
Is that a noise?
Yeah. It's like how
like
donkeys...
E-R.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give us an example.
I don't know how.
But try.
I didn't look it up. I'm just trying to think of it.
You try. I will go get a sound of a braying donkey.
Okay.
You
like
try.
I don't know. How do donkeys sound?
That's why I'm asking. Bray.
I guess it's like a mix between like a neigh and a bray.
I don't know if it's actually going to play.
I can search one on my phone.
No, volume's off. Cool, brilliant. Okay, so they sound like donkeys, and that's why they're called the jackass penguin.
Yes. So, I don't know how a donkey sounds, but clearly that's how they talk. Chinstrap penguins are next.
Ooh, I've heard
And-
of these ones, so I don't know what they are.
They're the most abundant penguin species. There you go. This is the most abundant one. And can dive to depths of 70 meters.
Why would they do that?
I guess to eat.
Why did you do this research?
Huh?
Okay, so that's where they get the fish. And where do they live?
Yeah. Antarctica Peninsula.
So how many? Is there lots of different penguins living beside each other?
Yeah. It looks. Most of them do live in Antarctica, but
Do they
some of
fight?
them not.
Do they have civil wars?
Maybe.
I would like to know
Maybe
if
that's what
penguins
March of the
fight with
Penguins
each
is
other.
about.
Or maybe have you seen that movie?
No.
I've not seen that movie either. I don't think anyone should narrate nature other than David Attenborough. And once he passes, we just shouldn't narrate about nature. We should just watch it.
What about Morgan Freeman?
He's got a great voice, but it's not animal narration great. I don't know. I've not seen it, so I can't really comment.
Okay.
Chinstrap penguin.
The next ones are Emperor Penguins.
Okay, head of these ones for sure. These.
Huh? Oh, you
heard
know
of
that
these
these?
for
Yeah.
sure.
They're from Antarctica. And they walk slowly or slide, but they do not hop. Like, jumping is a no-go for these. And
Why not?
I don't know. They just don't like it. And they can only walk 1.7 miles per hour or 2.8 kilometers per hour.
That's really slow.
Yeah.
So wait, they don't have to travel 85 miles, surely, because that
No.
would be quick math.
Yeah.
A long time.
And
But they can swim fast, I'm assuming.
I guess.
Okay.
And these are the ones who the male store the egg in the brood pouch, and they fast throughout the entire process while this little
So wait,
hatchling
they're
is
the only
hatching.
ones that do that, if the guy.
I
I thought all penguins did.
don't know. No, some of them like lay in a nest.
But yeah, but like, oh, okay.
These
but do the
actually
men
carry it
stand
with-
up? Or
yeah.
they actually carry it,
Like-
or they have it like a wee, almost like a wee,
Like a
joey
kangaroo pouch, yeah.
Okay.
And they lose up to 45% of their body weight during this whole process.
And that's the male ones.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so the women are out getting food.
Yes.
So how much food can a woman carry back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I want to find out. What do penguins
Okay.
eat?
Oh, it depends. A lot of them eat like krill and like just little fish.
What's krill? Yes, I don't know either. Is that what you know? That what's that big whale that has a big sort of
Yes,
like,
yes.
what's it called? You can't see, listeners, but I'm putting my fingers together like two combs intertwining.
Like a whale shark?
No, I don't think so. Basking shark? No, I can't remember. I'm sure there's a big whale that's got like hairs that
Yeah.
kind of like this, and that's what I assume that's what they eat. Unless it's plankton. Is plankton and krill the same thing?
I don't know.
We have a lot of research to do on this.
Yeah,
We did
do.
a lot, but obviously not quite enough for all my silly questions.
The next ones are called erect crested penguins. They live
Erect-crested.
in Australia and New Zealand.
Why are they called erect crested?
I don't know. But they lay this is my crazy fact on this one. They lay 2 eggs, and the second egg,
Eats the first one.
no.
Aw.
The second egg is usually the stronger chick, and they kick the other one out of the nest, and it dies. I don't know how they determine
always
that.
the second one.
I don't know how they determine that.
It'd be funny if that was like for twins. So, listeners, I'm a twin. That was the first one. But I would think I'm stronger than the second one. But he was bigger than me as a baby.
There you
So I
go.
guess it could have worked.
Yeah.
That'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, they're not the only ones that do that, though. There's a couple more in here that do that, too.
So penguins kill each other. Well, they don't mean to. They just want. I guess they
I
do
guess
mean
the
to.
strongest to survive.
What was that one called? Erectus something others?
Erect crested.
Erect crested.
Yeah.
Is that again to do with how they look?
With what?
How they look.
I guess.
Where are they from?
Australia and New Zealand.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Then we have the Fjordland penguins.
Fjordland. as
They
in-
live in New Zealand as well, in the temperate
Oh.
rainforest.
So is fjord not like a...
Like a mountain type thing,
Oh, okay.
I guess.
And they live where in New Zealand as well?
The temperate rainforest of New Zealand, yes.
Oh, in the rainforest. Is it cold there?
I don't know.
Is it hot? It's probably hot, I guess. It's
I don't
a
know.
rainforest.
But these spend up to 75% of their life at sea. Sometimes they grow barnacles on their tails.
I didn't know they had tails. So they spend time at sea. Okay. How fast do penguins swim?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh man, I should have asked these questions beforehand and so we got responses to them all. And that
Listeners,
the first time.
how fast do you think penguins swim? You have a few seconds to answer before we Google this.
If we were actually any good at this, we'd have Twitter going, we'd have polls and all that stuff. But we
that's
don't
coming.
really do
No worries.
How heavy is for your land penguin? I have the fact right here.
How heavy is a land penguin?
Yes. It's not heavy.
I would say like an emperor-sized penguin.
I don't know this one, whatever this one is.
7 pounds.
Wrong. Actually, that's pretty close. 8.2 pounds.
Wow.
And about 24 inches long. Not that anybody cares, but yeah.
He's not big.
You can speak a little, edit out.
Okay, Drake, answer this.
Or I'll just keep it in, I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Next, we have Galapagos penguins. They live in the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah, so that's also near Australia, right?
Yeah. No. Sure.
Is it?
And Ecuador. They also live in Ecuador.
Oh, that's not it. Galapagos is South America.
Yes.
Okay.
These are the only species to live on the equator, and they molt twice a year for 13 days.
So they regrow their feathers.
Yes.
That's good. And how big are these ones? I don't know why I'm asking how big a penguin is.
I have no idea how big these penguins are.
These ones are slightly smaller. They're only 19 inches long.
Oh, wow.
And weigh about 5.5 pounds.
That's not very big.
It's not. What colour are they? Are they all penguins black and white? Not I would assume they'd be red, but are they like grey or white?
I think some of them are grey.
And do they have like special markings?
Yeah, some of them looked a little different when I looked at the pictures. All right, the Gen 2 penguins. I think I'm saying that right.
Gen 2?
Gen 2.
Oh, okay.
They're in the Antarctic waters, and they can reduce their heart rate from 80 to 100 beats per minute down to 20 beats per minute.
I was about to say from
during
80 to 100.
dives.
Okay, so is that the same thing? Do deep sea divers do that? You know the ones that get just fins, or like the men and women that have that big fin. Do they lower their heart rate?
I don't know.
I think they would.
That'd be cool.
I saw David Blaine do that for that ice challenge thing he did. If that was even real, I have no idea.
If we could lower our heart rate, that would.
I think you can lower it enough that you can not feel your pulse anymore if someone was to put their finger on your hand.
That's crazy.
All to do with meditation, but I don't. Scrap that noise. So what was good about these penguins?
They can lower their heart rate.
Oh yes.
And they're the third largest penguins.
How big are these penguins?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, these ones are quite big.
How big are they?
Oh no. Oh yeah, they can range up to 35 inches.
Wow.
And about 19 pounds.
Cool. Pretty big. I feel like the first biggest ones.
About 3.9 inches taller than any other southern hemisphere penguin.
Next ones are Humboldt penguins. Is there a cool fact about
they
these?
just move fast. I don't know how they swim so fast. These
How
swim
fast
at
do they
22
swim?
miles per hour.
Whoa.
Which is quite fast.
Yeah.
I wonder what the fastest
Especially
penguin
since
is.
they were walking at like
2 miles an hour.
yeah. Humboldt penguins.
Mm-hmm.
South America, Peru, and Chile. They burrow and create nests in fecal deposits.
Nice.
Yeah.
So their own poop?
Yep.
To be honest, I think humans have been doing that for years.
Really?
I think so. I think in Africa. That might be like a really wrong thing to say, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that somewhere.
Maybe. I've never heard it. They also, their populations fluctuate due to El Nino.
El Nino?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Like the rains in South America.
Okay. I thought it was like a guy. Just comes and kills all the penguins.
It's the penguin
El
bounty
Nino.
hunter.
Victims of guano overexploitation. So do people go for their poop? That's what guano is, right?
Yeah, I think so. King penguins are in the subantarctic islands.
King penguins.
Yes. Adults rear a maximum of 2 chicks per year.
Is that the
2
same as
chicks
one
every
kills?
3 years.
Oh wow. These are the penguins I've seen lots of.
Yes.
These must be the ones at the zoos that I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have the longest breeding cycle of any penguin, which is 14 to 16 months. And they hatch naked.
That's a long time for a bird. 14 months.
Yeah. It's a long
In an
time in
egg.
general.
Yeah. Like, how old do penguins get? They must have an age range, surely.
I don't know.
I probably won't be able to find that immediately on Wikipedia, but... Because if it takes 14 months to have a baby, I wonder how many cycles they go through, children.
Yeah. And that's only every 3 years, too.
Oh, wow. So how old... Again, you probably don't have these facts. How old do they have to be for them to have children? 18, probably. That's when you're right. These ones can dive over 100 meters.
Oh, wow.
They're winning so far, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Wow. They've been recorded at over 300 meters, though.
Whoa.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. What if
And
their
these-
eyes, like, pop out?
These go up to 39. These are tall. These are big boys. 39 inches.
How
Up
much
to
do they
40
weigh?
pounds.
Whoa.
And these are ones with big yellow bits in their chest. They've got like a wee kind of... It's almost like a mane of yellow.
Okay.
And 2 ears that are yellow. Like they're wearing like wrestling earmuffs.
Okay. Like the typical zoo ones.
Yep. Typical zoo ones that look more colourful. That's
Oh,
probably why
yeah.
they have them in zoos.
He's cute. See, that's what I wanted to own.
Yeah. He looks like he's got a fierce beak though. It's got a wee curve to it.
I'm actually really scared of birds, but I don't know if I'd be scared of penguins.
Oh, so I have conservation status, and these ones are the least concerned about. So there's
Okay.
like loads of these ones.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other. I didn't check the other ones, but
Our next ones,
wait. You said where were these ones? Antarctica.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
are called little penguins or fairy penguins. So their name.
Oh, I thought you saw. Okay, fairy penguins.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these aren't going to be the biggest ones.
No, they're the world's smallest, actually. And
Where
they
are
live
these
in
from?
Australia or New Zealand. And New Zealand.
Have they got? Oh, the little blue penguin. Is that the little blue penguin?
He was just little.
Oh, I can't
It
find
was
it.
like
so I'm
fairy or little. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was him.
Listeners, go look at a little blue penguin. One, it does look a little bit blue, but it looks... it's got wee wings that looks like a cat. If this might be a baby I'm looking at, I have no idea. But it's got wee arms, like a wee quail's arms, and its eyes and head looks so... Ugh. I wouldn't like to be this penguin.
How fast did you say the other ones could swim? 22?
22 miles per
Okay,
hour.
this one's max swimming speed is 1.6 miles per hour.
What's not even swimming? I
I
can swim faster
know.
than that.
I know. Something's
That is
chasing
so
this one.
slow.
It's not gonna be very safe.
So how are these ones not extinct? Because
I
it
don't
says on my
know.
conservation status, they're least concerned about. Man,
I have
they're
no idea.
They're so tooty.
I don't know how they're surviving. Oh, this one's cool.
These ones only get
Macaroni.
3.3 pounds heavy.
Oh my gosh, that's tiny.
Anyway, so I keep interrupting you.
You can just hold them in your
Stop.
hand.
Yeah.
That's the one I should have.
That's the one you could put in your pocket.
Yeah.
If you're
Pocket
shocked.
penguin.
Put it in your bag. Just put some ice packs in there. It'd be ace.
Just take like a.
And nobody's concerned about them,
lunchbox.
so it works.
Yeah. Okay, I have a new idea.
There's no way you couldn't have a penguin that size as a pet. It's
Yeah.
not going to fly away.
No.
Maybe not in Texas.
Yeah,
We're in
probably.
Texas, by the way. You should mention that. I know you're wondering why the hell are these accents in Texas, but we'll explain that another day. It's a bit hot here for a penguin. It's a bit hot here for us.
It is.
So,
I'm sure you could put a penguin on a leash and take it for walks.
I think so.
Yeah.
You'd get people probably saying that's bad, but as I said, they're not concerned about
If
it.
you love and take care of it, is it really bad?
Exactly. I don't know. I do feel bad for that. But then again, dogs get to be pets, so
Yeah.
why can't a penguin?
I
You probably
think
look
that
after
they
it nicely.
can.
Quick fact about these little penguins. Penny the little penguin was a mascot in the World Championships in Melbourne in 2007. I have no idea if
fact.
Penny was a real penguin, if it was just a drawn one, but I'm going to say it was a real one from the Melbourne Zoo. Cool deal.
That's a cool fact.
That is a cool fact.
All right.
More
Macaroni
penguins. Wait, how many more have we got?
1,
feel like
2,
we've
3, 4,
done a
5,
lot.
6. 6 more.
6 more penguins.
Yeah, we're
okay.
flying through these. Macaroni penguins. These are the ones that you like with the little things on their head.
I see. I've heard of these penguins so much in my life, and I never knew they were called macaroni penguins because
Yeah.
these are the ones. See, I still don't know if these are the ones I'm talking about
Ah.
because I saw another because the sugar there was another ones that had some the rect crescent ones. They had yellow bits in their heads
Yeah.
too.
So I did read that there's like different families almost. So like there are different subgroups. So these are just like within those subgroups. So there's multiple
Okay.
ones that have yellow on their head.
I see.
But the macaroni ones, you know why they're called macaroni?
Is it anything to do with pasta?
No.
Oh, is macaroni an Italian guy who discovered them?
No.
Is it due to them collecting things and make macaroni pictures like we did as kids.
That's exactly it.
No way.
No.
Man, I was really hoping that was it.
No. Okay, so back in a long time ago, when men would wear when men would wear flashy feathers on their hats, they would call them macaronis. I don't know why.
Wait, call the men macaronis
yes.
or the hats? Okay.
They would the men would be called macaronis, like in Yankee Doodle. Way? I guess. Okay. Have you ever heard the song Yankee Doodle?
Like, sing it. I might recognize if you sing it.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on his pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni.
I haven't, no.
Okay. You just wanted me to sing on the podcast.
Well, I wasn't much of a sing, but yes, okay.
So, okay, it's like that in the song. He was one of those guys. Yankee Doodle was a macaroni. But they had these hats and they would put these feathers in them and they I guess look like the heads of these penguins, so they call the penguins macaroni penguins.
Okay, so they were discovered after the hats.
Yes.
I guess. Unless I bet they have like a Latin name. I bet these all have Latin names.
They probably all have Latin names.
Oh, found it. Eudiptes chrysophysis, which has probably absolutely destroyed that pronunciation, but that's why I got it of it. And these ones are slightly vulnerable. Not that you asked.
We have to be careful with these.
And these are found where?
Sub-Antarctic islands.
Okay. There's a lot more. I found a lot more places than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 more penguins. Next one.
Yes. Magellanic penguins.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you say that. Mm-hmm. They are found in South America temperate regions, and they also make the donkey braying sound.
I still need to hear this donkey braying sound.
It's like... I don't know. I'm trying my best. They were discovered during Ferdinand Magellan's journey. He's a Spanish explorer.
Oh, so this is actually Magellanic.
Yes.
Okay, is that what you said?
That's what I tried to say.
Okay.
Probably butchered that.
Well, you got it right first time. Well, you got it wrong and then you said it. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
So who's he?
He's a Spanish explorer.
Okay.
Found them.
See, I not to correct you, I just read online it says he's a Portuguese explorer.
Okay, well, he's a Portuguese explorer.
Well, there's a big difference.
Then the article I read was wrong.
He was a European explorer.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Next one's rock hopper penguin.
Fact. Give me a fact.
That they make the braying sound, and they were discovered by Ferdinand Magellan.
Oh yeah, yes, that's pretty good fact.
Yeah, in 1520.
Just read that they sometimes migrate up to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
Whoa.
They like to go for summer holidays.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place.
Is that not a really long way for them to...
Well, it looks like they live at the bottom of Argentina, so it's not that far, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is. I don't know how the distance between Argentina and...
I don't either.
And what do they eat? Krill.
Do we know what krill is yet?
No, I'll Google krill.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about rock hopper penguins.
These ones sound like the ones that I...
Guess how they move around?
Hop.
Yeah.
Rocks.
They jump from rock to rock. That's my cool
question.
fact for that one. They're also in the sub-Antarctic islands.
Wait, okay. These look a bit more like... Because these would have yellow, like, feathers as well.
Are these your favorite
I think
ones?
these might be the ones I'm thinking of. These are these small looking guys.
Are these like the Madagascar penguins?
I think they might be.
Ah.
Or like the in Happy Feet, which we'll talk about later, I'm sure. The ones that were sort of like a little bit nasty to the main character.
But kind of helped him a little bit.
Yeah. I think these are I don't know, man. They've all got... So many of them got...
The little yellow
bits, yeah. Oh, and it looks like a big fan. It looks evil. It's got dark red eyes.
Ew. Yeah, he's scary looking.
Yeah. Rock hopper penguins. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then we have royal penguins. They are in the islands of the Southern Ocean. And they were once considered a subspecies of macaroni. But now they have their own name.
So what makes it a subspecies? I'm giving you all these difficult questions.
I don't know.
Like, are these all not species of penguins?
Yeah, but so...
Like, are these not...
These are all individual species. But, like, how some of them are looking alike, that's because they...
Darwin, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, cool.
The next one is Snares penguins. They are in the Snares Islands of south of New Zealand. And I don't know.
There's a lot more penguins in New Zealand than I thought. I guess it's close to Antarctica, but...
And the last one is a yellow-eyed penguin.
The snare penguins look familiar too.
And the yellow-eyed penguins, their voices are semi-musical.
What does that mean? They're melodic?
Yeah, I think like, you know, in Happy Feet when they have a heart song.
Oh, is that them?
I think these actually sing.
What was that? What they called?
Yellow-eyed.
Yellow-eyed penguin. Oh, listeners, they haven't actually got yellow eyes, but they've got yellow circles around their eyes. Google it. Google will show what we're explaining better than us. These are endangered.
Oh, no.
Yes, not so good.
Not having these as a pet.
Huh.
All right, so I have some weird facts about penguins.
General facts. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have got a couple of extinct penguins we're going to
Okay.
talk about just because I'm on this and it tells us. The Chatham penguin, it's been found in... It went extinct in 1867.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Going through this and reading Wikipedia is probably not what I want to hear, so I might just ignore this and cut it out. Because there's actually quite a lot of dead types of penguins. Like a shit ton. God, it's heaps of them. Anyway, carry on. Give me your facts.
Alright, so World Penguin Day is April 25th.
Okay. I don't like these days of everything. What happens on World Penguin Day?
I'm not sure because also Penguin Awareness Day is January 20th. So penguins have 2 days. And one's a World Day and one's a Awareness Day. Very good.
So we have to be aware of penguins.
Yeah.
But from what I saw, most of them weren't endangered.
No.
So, even though there was a lot of extinct ones, so maybe it's worth looking into.
Yeah.
Next.
All species are found in the southern hemisphere, which we talked about. So
Why?
I don't
There
know.
must be a reason for that.
Yeah, probably just temperature.
Habitat.
Climate,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
This
more
one was
fish
pretty
down
cool. So they have a supraorbital gland behind their eyes, and that filters out the salt water from their bloodstream. So like how they're gliding through the water,
Uh-huh.
the gland filters out all the salt water so that it doesn't like get in their brain and
So that's
kill
why they
them.
can open their eyes in the water.
Yes,
Okay.
and then they sneeze it out.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Humans don't have anything cool like that.
No.
Well, we have lots of cool, like brains.
Yeah.
But,
We don't have supraorbital glands
yeah.
that filter out salt water. They experience a catastrophic molt where they molt all of their feathers at once instead of a few feathers at a time. So like birds will just molt feather by feather,
Uh-huh.
and they do all of it.
Are they ever naked?
Well, some of them are at birth, but I guess with this they would be too.
If they did it all at once,
Yeah,
unless they grew really quickly, I guess.
but it'd be cold.
Yeah. I know the baby ones are all fluffy
Yeah,
when they begin, and then they actually molt into their feathers, so it's like
Yeah.
a fluff then a feather. But
yeah, maybe they just molt into a fluff. They mate with the same member of the opposite sex season after season. So I read that they're not monogamous, but
Yeah.
that they don't just like mate or find a partner and like they're with that person forever, that penguin forever.
Uh-huh.
But they mate with the same person forever, same penguin forever.
so what? They're just sleeping around otherwise, but they only actually
No, they
get
just
pregnant
like
with one.
they only sleep with one.
So they are monogamous then.
Yeah, but they don't actually have a relationship with that with the
Oh, yeah.
penguin.
What animals have relationships? They're
I
not
don't know.
sitting there watching Netflix
I mean,
together
on-
and then, you know,
Happy
going
Feet they were.
to restaurants. And you just said, like, one spends, like, 85 miles at sea getting food to bring back to the other one. So I'm assuming they have
Yeah.
some sort of relationship.
Yeah.
You look after the bairn, I'll go to the shops. See you in 2 weeks. You know? That seems like about
Okay,
right.
fair enough. If the female emperor penguin's baby dies, she kidnaps an unrelated chick.
I had that. An unrelated chick.
Yeah.
Huh. How about you just take one of the ones that are getting kicked out the nest? Like one of the two. Was that emperor penguins that
Should
did
do that. I don't know. No, I don't think it was them. But
Oh.
still, yeah, they could just walk to a different breed and be like, "You're just gonna kill your penguin,
Just come
so
this
I'm
way."
just gonna take you,
The two
take
girls
this
in a little
egg."
walk.
Yeah,
Just slowly, oh, they're getting away.
chase them
Forever to
down.
catch them.
And penguins have excellent hearing.
Outside the water?
Mhm.
Do they have
I
like
guess.
inside the water, like sonar type hearing?
I don't know.
Because how do they? Because I'm assuming it can't just be the eyes. You know how they get eaten by everything.
Mhm.
How do they notice it coming? Because it's dark in the water.
Maybe they don't know
Especially
it's
300
coming.
meters down.
Yeah,
Huh. We have to find that out.
yeah. All right, that's all my penguin facts.
There were some good penguin facts.
Thanks.
17 alive current
Yes.
breeds of penguins.
Yes.
Each one with a different fact.
Yep.
Alright, what are we doing now?
The pop culture stuff.
Okay, pop culture penguins. So Kayla's got a nice list of
You're
some.
better. You have
pop-
better ones.
Well, I have my top 10 penguins, which I'm going to be brutally honest. 2 of them I'm not too familiar with, but I just put them on because there's not a huge amount of pop culture penguins. Should I go first, or do you want to go first? Alright, my first one is the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know much about Pittsburgh Penguins other than they're a hockey team based in Pittsburgh. Now, the Americans say Pittsburgh, I'd say Pittsburgh, because in Scotland you'd spell that borough, but it's a G instead of an H. I know it's kind of weird. But they've been named after penguins. They're on my list because they've won the Stanley Cup like a bunch of times. Again, I don't really know much about Stanley Cup, but in the last 2 years they've won it, both years, and they won it back to back in 91, 92 as well. So they're apparently a pretty good ice hockey team. I literally know nothing about ice hockey.
I know that they like to fight.
Yeah,
it's like the thing to watch.
So I've seen it, it's like, so they have the gloves, and if they shake the gloves off, like the idiots shaking gloves off, and their fists come out, and it's like, alright, let's go, bro. So the other one has to shake the gloves off, and then just grab each other. You've seen it, like the movie Goon or whatever, with Sean Michael William Scott, I don't know, so many names, that boy. They punch each other, and as soon as someone hits the ice, then they both go into the penalty box. But I don't know why. Like, there's fighting in other sports, but as soon as anything happens, you get sin binned and you're off the match. Yeah. But I don't get the...
It's like the thing to do. Like, you go to ice hockey matches to watch the fighting.
Yeah. But I still don't... Maybe you have to watch it. It's like watching cricket or something. You don't get it until you get it. And once you get it, you're all in. But, so, Pittsburgh Penguins had a penguin as a mascot. They had like a real life... Sorry. They had a real life penguin in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
It was called Pete the Penguin.
Okay.
And it died. I can't remember when it died, but probably in the 60s still. And then they had a second one, and it was called Repeat, which I think is a great name for a second penguin. Repeat. And then that was taxidermied and stuck in a display cabinet in the arena, I guess.
Alright.
And then it was taken down. And then in the 90s they got like the modern day mascot, a big fluffy one. And he's called Iceborough, or Iceberg, I'm sure it's meant to be. But I think Iceborough is better. And I know... Do you know much more about ice hockey or Pittsburgh Penguins?
No, not really. Pittsburgh isn't really that cold, so the fact that they had a penguin, I guess it's just like the peas.
I think it's probably to do with the ice.
Yeah, that's true.
Else. But,
gliding across the ice.
Yeah. That's my number 10. Number 9 would be Chilly Willy. Now, Chilly Willy's not really well known, but he's a cartoon character, and he's done by Universal and Lance kind of animations, I guess.
Right.
And he was part of Woody Woodpecker. Now, did you watch Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah, but I don't remember Chilly Willy, so I'm looking him up.
No, so Chilly Willy was... He had his own show for a bit, but he also featured in Woody Woodpecker, and I really only saw him in Woody Woodpecker. He did speak, I think he was a mute for most of it.
Okay.
And he always came out on top, which was weird. Like, you think of Tom and Jerry, and he was like the Jerry of it all.
Huh.
Where he just... And he was always being chased by... I think it was a polar bear, like a carnivorous polar... Well, all polar bears are carnivorous. I can't quite remember. Yeah, you have to give me an attempt at your Woody Woodpecker laugh before we carry on. That wasn't too bad, actually. That was okay. Good job.
Thanks.
Next one's Wheezy the Penguin from Toy Story.
Yes, I love Wheezy.
Now, he was only in Toy Story 2 and maybe Toy Story 3, but that's all I really can think. I don't know if he spoke too much. I think he spoke a little bit.
He wheezed.
Of course he wheezed. But he got his wheeze fixed, I'm pretty sure. And he was done by a guy called Joe Ranft, I think. Ranft. And he died. He died quite young, actually. I can't remember why he died, though. And he also co-wrote the screenplay for The Brave Little Toaster.
Aw, that was such a good movie.
Yeah, I only saw that movie like once or twice when I was a kid, and it'd be like when I went to a friend's house and saw cable, because we didn't have it on the standard terrestrial television. Next one on my list is Mumble from Happy Feet. Now, I don't know anything about Mumble, so I'm going to pass Kayla, see if she has anything about Mumble.
I love Mumble. Mumble was an emperor penguin, which doesn't make sense now that we know our facts, because emperor penguins aren't the ones that sing.
Yeah.
But they had heart songs.
And they move in which ones move slow? The emperor ones?
Emperors.
So the Happy Feet wouldn't make any sense either. You can't move that fast.
No.
Okay, Happy Feet is a fraud.
Yes.
The whole thing's a fraud.
Also, they had a bunch of different types of penguins in there that don't all live in Antarctica.
Oh,
after doing my research, yeah.
Can penguins crossbreed?
I don't know.
Like, can an emperor and a little penguin get on?
That's a good question. Probably not, because I think emperors mate for life, but...
Oh, yeah. But what if its fast mate was the little penguin?
That's a good question. Listeners, do you think penguins breed with each other and interspecies breed or not?
I think so. So would it be a big blue penguin or a small penguin with like yellow bits that aren't blue? Like a small penguin. Oh no, because the small one, that'd be a really slow penguin if it swims at like 1 mile an hour and walks at 2 miles an hour.
Oh my god, this penguin would never go anywhere.
Yeah. Boring penguin.
Yeah. Alright, so Mumble is born. So, spoiler alert for the movie.
Come on, I could probably guess. I've seen Happy Feet maybe like once when I was.
Alright, so what do you think happens?
Probably guess. Okay, to be fair, I only know enough. He can't sing, he's got good feet, probably gets lost because they're migrating, and he finds his way back, and everyone loves him for some reason.
He also like takes a trip and gets like taken and gets put in a zoo for a little while.
Oh, okay.
And then he has to find his way back.
That's pretty impressive. What zoo does he go to?
I don't remember. Oh. I think like they reintroduced them back to their breed.
Okay.
And that's how
did he get lost?
Back.
Maybe he got saved. I bet he got saved from like a killer whale or.
Yeah, there are a couple of things that he has to get saved from. I don't remember what all they were. It's been a long time.
Sea lion. I feel sea lions are evil in some movies. Even I used to love sea lions when I was a kid. I don't know why. I will tell you why. I'll tell you why after we get to Madagascar.
Okay.
Okay, not Madagascar. Happy Feet. Madagascar's coming up.
That's all I've got on Mumble.
Okay. I think Mumble didn't have feathers, did he? I remember seeing Mumble being a small one, like a fluffy looking one.
Yeah, but I think it's just how Emperor Penguins are born.
Oh, okay.
But so the
girl he fancied in that was a proper penguin, was she not?
Yeah. Well, she had a heart song.
So she wasn't the real type of penguins.
No.
But she still should have been fluffy if they were the same age, wanting to mate for life.
They were the same age.
What was the penguins that have pebbles? Why did I feel like there was like a story about penguins bringing pebbles to each other? Was that part of Happy Feet?
I don't know.
Like I'm sure there was like some chat about a penguin bringing a pebble to another penguin and then being best buds for life.
Oh man, you're onto something. Penguin pebble proposal. This is on Snoops.
Okay, so you know it's good. I have no idea what Snoops is. Is that one of those websites you have to press next after every line of dialogue?
No, this is one that tells you whether it's true or not.
Oh, okay.
So the claim was that a male penguin searches an entire beach for the perfect pebble to lay at the feet of his chosen female penguin. What's true is that many species of penguins gift mates with rocks. What's false is that penguins don't rely on pebble presentation as a key aspect of mate selection.
Okay, so you said that they don't mate for life and they don't have a relationship, but bringing someone a present is a relationship. Yeah. Especially if it's the nicest pebble looking. Oh, no, you said no presentation.
Yeah, they care more about it as like a ability to add it to their nest.
Oh, so it's like building a house. It's like a brick in a house.
Okay. Is this the perfect brick and the person accepts it, or the penguin accepts it or not?
I guess it's like us bringing rocks to people's fingers, marry me.
Yeah.
But then you can just sell it and build a house because they cost so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, next penguins. So this is probably not applicable to anyone in the States, maybe nowhere else around the world but Britain. But there is a special type of biscuit, cookie, whatever you call it anywhere else, in Britain called a penguin. And the catchphrase was like, pick up a penguin. I don't know why, that was just it. And then the best thing about penguins, well, there's two stories about penguins. One, they always had wee jokes or facts on the back. So you had this wee sleeve and you turned them over and it was joking. They were the most awful jokes in the world. Almost worse than the joke I told at the beginning about red and white and black all over. No, other way around. White and black and red all over. That was one thing. Another thing about a penguin, apparently. Now, this is the bullshit stuff you hear on, like, Wednesday morning TV when you've got mums sitting there watching TV at like 11 o'clock in the morning and it's some chat show. If you bite the end off the penguin, like the two top corners, and then suck your tea or like chocolate milk through the biscuit, it's meant to give you like a 12th of an orgasm. I don't quite know how they like balance that out, but that's some random fact that I'm sure I heard at some point, which is entirely not true, I'm assuming, because it's a biscuit. But they had like 2 bits of biscuit and a bit of chocolate in between.
Yeah, that's what about the ass. So they're chocolate?
Yeah, it was like you know how Oreo has that white chocolate, that white stuff? It was like that, but black, not chocolatey.
Okay.
Squished in between 2 oblong bits of biscuit. But yeah, I had lots of them when I was a kid because they were the cheaper biscuit as well.
Do you want to hear some of the jokes on that?
Yes, we got to hear some.
Why did the 2 penguins jump when they first met?
Don't know, why did 2 penguins jump when they first met?
They were trying to break the ice.
How? What, copper penguins probably?
Why are penguins good racing car drivers?
Don't know.
Because they are always in pole position.
But they're not. We've just discovered.
What does a penguin eat on its birthday?
Don't know.
Fish cakes.
Oh, that's an obvious one. Krill cakes, actually, we've discovered as in.
What do you call 500 penguins in Trafalgar Square? Did I say that right?
Yeah, Trafalgar Square. That's in London.
Yeah.
No idea.
Lost.
So as you can see, classic jokes on the back of penguin biscuits. If you're in the UK, picks them up, they'll cost you maybe £1, £1, $1, whatever. Next on the list are probably some of the best penguins on the list. Animation style, the Madagascar penguins. Now I don't know their names. All my notes aren't here. Do you remember any of the names of the Madagascar penguins?
I do not. Hold on. Or one of them was like Captain, I think.
Yeah, because they had it was the classic. Oh, he's the leader. Then you've got a slightly goofy one and slightly something else one.
Yep. Hold on. I got the name. Skipper.
Okay. Skipper must have been the first one.
Rico and Private. It was Private, not Captain.
Skipper, maybe it was Captain, because Skipper is a captain, right? Mm-hmm. So the Madagascar penguins are my favourite. They were the funniest bit about that movie by far.
Yeah, I agree.
Mainly the bit when he is smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. I still say that to this day. Smile and wave, boys. Don't know why. I just very much enjoy that.
Yes.
I never saw the Penguin old movie or the Penguin cartoon, like the series. I was a little bit too old for it, I think.
Yeah, I didn't either. Who's next?
Next one's Feathers McGraw. So this is another one. That? This is maybe another British one, or maybe somewhere else. But the Wallace and Gromit had a couple of short movies and a couple of long ones. But in the very first one, I think it was The Wrong Trousers. He was a criminal. He was like a cat burglar. He didn't speak, but he was the villain. And he was a claymation guy. He was pretty good. He was a good villain for being a penguin. I've never seen. That was pretty impressive to be an evil penguin, but that was fun. I watched that a lot when I was a kid. We must have had it on VHS or something, or it was on TV all the time. But he was the first evil penguin I ever came across.
The first evil penguin?
Probably the only evil penguin. Yeah.
Before other evil penguin?
He would have been the second evil penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a very good point. We'll get onto that in a moment. Actually, next. No, we've got a couple of more things to talk about. But yeah, he looks like a bowling pin with arms and legs, pretty much.
Yeah. I have a picture pulled up of him. He's a silent yet sinister penguin.
I can't remember what his plan was. It was probably to steal money at a bank. That probably sounds about right.
He looks like he has a gun.
Oh, he did have a gun at one point,
like a ray gun or something.
Yeah.
He usually wears a rubber glove on his head to disguise himself as a chicken.
As a chicken. That's correct, yeah. That was funny.
He doesn't express himself in spoken words?
No.
Okay.
Just evil eye glints. Alright, the next on my top 10 list is number 3, Penguin Publishing House. So this is not an actual physical penguin, but this is Penguins Books, a British publication house founded by Sir Alan Lane, who probably wasn't a Sir prior to publishing books. Yeah. But they've pretty much got all the affordable paperback books, all the classics, from Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, Jungle Book, Christmas Carol, all these ones, primarily the ones that Disney has probably turned into a movie at some point.
Yeah.
But we had lots of penguin books in school. They're the ones that you have the whole collection of.
Yeah.
But,
and you have to read them as a class.
Yeah. Do penguin books in America?
I feel like we did.
The wee logo is kind of obvious, the wee orange circle of a penguin in the middle. Yeah. You probably read them and don't even know it. And alright, 2 more penguins. First one is Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot. If any of you guys know who that is already, good job. That's the penguin in the Batman. In Batman. My first experience for him was from Batman Returns, the movie. I'm assuming it's the first where Danny DeVito played him. Probably the best. See, I would argue he was better than the Joker from Batman, and then possibly even better than the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Really?
Because I thought he played the character very well. It was very dark. It was. I've never read the comic books. I had no idea what he's meant to be like. But I think Danny DeVito played him really well, and he's probably my favourite villain from all the Batman movies ever.
All right.
Which is debatable, I'm sure some people would say.
I just watched a clip of him again the other day of him biting the nose off the guy.
Yeah, that was really dark.
Yeah.
Really dark.
Very graphic.
Yeah, especially I suppose from the movie you can't. Well, I don't know. Was it an 18 or was it an R-rated movie?
I don't know. Here, I have it.
Must have been if they bit noses off people and they were killing children, were they not?
I mean, probably should have been.
That was what Tim Burton's second and final. Batman.
Which one was it? Batman Begins?
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
Yeah. Because I also had Catwoman and...
Ah, yes.
Who else was in it? There was one more villain.
Was there?
Yeah. Penguin, Cat...
Picture's
Oh no,
just Catwoman.
it was just Catwoman
Batman.
and Penguin.
Yeah.
He was a good Batman. And he came out on that big rubber ducky when he came to attack everyone.
Yes.
And he had masses of penguins. And they all had like jetpacks on. Do you remember that?
No, it's been so long. This was one of my favorite movies.
He was like his lair was the sewers, but I'm pretty sure. So in the movie, I have no idea about the comic books. He was born of a deformation, and his parents left him, and they fell down like the bridge and into the sewer, and then he fell into like the old Gotham Zoo, I suppose. Okay. And he was brought up by penguins. I don't quite know how that works. And they had an umbrella. His umbrella was always these. Oh yeah. No, you know what? Probably prior to Batman Returns, I probably saw him in the original 60s Batman with Adam West. R.I.P. Adam West, that's a shame he's gone now. But, because he was in that one as well, I can't remember who played him there. He had a big purple hat and he spun his umbrella. And
actually, I might have seen that one too.
That was the old school, that probably did as well actually. Behind the Penguins, Joker's probably the most iconic Batman villain, but Penguins, for me, I like the Penguin. And the Riddler.
I like the Penguin too. Was this where they did the, like, bam,
yeah,
boom.
Blam, bam, pow.
Yeah, I definitely saw this movie.
They were the best. Well, no, they were absolute crap, but I mean, if you watch them now, they were shocking.
Yeah, kapowie.
But it was just so child-friendly and super camp. Ooh, fact about that, nobody cares about. Everybody knows this fact. I can't remember the guy's name, so it ruins it. But Robin became a porn star.
Really?
Yeah. Burt something, I think his name
Burt
was.
Ward. It's
Burt
right
Ward.
here.
Yeah, he became a porn star.
Huh.
Well, he was in some adult movies. I shouldn't say porn star.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to be a certain caliber of adult actor to become a porn star, but...
His Burgess Meredith was Penguin in those movies.
Ah, yes. Oh, Mickey from Rocky. Is that the same guy?
I don't know.
Oh, we'd look at that. Mickey from Rocky and the Penguin is the same guy. That's my favourite fact of it today.
Ah, yes, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Batman people over here.
There we go. Alright, final one. This is another British one. I probably should need to speak to my American friends before I put my top 10 list. But Pingu. Pingu is a British cartoon, another claymation actually. And he was another one that didn't speak, and he just walked about with his friends and just made this weird sort of noise. I'm going to try and get it up because it's quite a famous noise.
Were most of the cartoons claymation?
You know what? No, but a lot of them were a lot of the claymations were really popular just because of that. Okay, here's a Noot Noot compilation. I'm sure he just swore there.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like it.
He definitely said fucking Noot Noot.
Yep. For sure.
Okay, so that was the cartoons back when I was younger, which was, you can guess how many years ago, listeners. So I don't know if that beats Peppa Pig and whatever else they have nowadays, but... So he's top of the list. I don't know why. I think just because I watched that a lot when I was a kid. And that's my top 10 list of penguins. Alright. Any more facts and interesting things about penguins that you know?
And just the penguin fail videos. They're really funny to watch.
Yeah. The ones when they trip them over. However, I'm not even quite sure if they're real or not. The ones when they stick, like, it looks like the penguin stuck his foot out and the penguins fall over. But you showed me a couple the other week there. And they are hilarious.
Yes.
Penguins are just the most clumsy things in the world.
Yes. Go watch penguin fail videos.
Penguins have knees. This is something
penguins have knees.
I googled I was like, facts about penguins. And one was like, penguins do in fact have knees. And I was like,
Huh.
I didn't think they didn't have knees. But I guess if you look at them, they look like they've just got wee stumps.
Yeah.
But they've actually got really long legs that kind of come up to halfway up the body and back down again. It's like they're all constantly in a squat, which is quite impressive. But so that's another fact about penguins.
That's crazy.
Do I have any more facts about penguins?
I don't have any more.
Oh, I have a story about penguins. Not a story,
go for
but
it.
an experience. So, if you're ever in Edinburgh, in Scotland, you need to go to the Edinburgh Zoo. Now, Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland's a great zoo. It's got like panda bears and koala bears and lions and tigers. Oh, Edinburgh's got a tiger. I used to have a tiger. And sea lions, and used to have elephants. Don't have any elephants anymore. But it's got all this cool stuff. Like every zoo does. But it's got penguins. And penguins were its like big, one of its big attractions. And there used to be like, easily must be like 100 penguins. All different types, probably some of what we've spoken about today. But they used to have this really good thing called the Penguin Parade. Now, the zoo was quite big, but what they do is they used to come in and the owners would open up the gates of the penguin enclosure and like mush all the penguins out and make them walk down the road. And so everyone would line up and just watch these penguins. It was like a cool attraction. But now they can't do that. So it's gone from like 100 penguins getting ushered around this penguin thing to like they open the gates and any penguins that want to go for a walk can come for a walk. So last time I went, must have been about 3 or 4 years ago, 2 penguins came out. So there's about 500 people lining up in this sort of pathway for these 2 penguins. And things you can't cross this red line, and if they come up to you, like people kind of steer them back in line. But it's just watching them waddle. And these are some of them were the emperor penguins, so they're walking slow as. So you get bored after a second. 'Cause you can't touch them, you can't speak to them. You just stand there watching this penguin go by, and it's like taking forever. But yeah, the penguin parade in Edinburgh.
That's
great.
a really cool theme.
Yeah, but when you're kids, like when you just mushed them all out, it got hectic. And remember, you had like wee tots wandering about, running around, and if the mum's not looking after them, they'd be running amongst the penguins, and all these penguins are sort of pecking at these wee kids, and it was pretty cool.
Penguins pecking at you. Maybe I would be scared of penguins.
I think if I was like a big emperor penguin and you're like a wee toddler, it'd be quite scary. They've got vicious beaks. And if they're making noises like donkeys.
Oh my god.
Do you know what's happening?
Yeah.
But Edinburgh Zoo, go there, see the penguins. So like so much so that even like the wee stickers that you put on cars to say I've been at Edinburgh Zoo had a penguin on it.
That's really cool.
Have you ever seen a penguin in real life? No.
At a zoo.
A zoo?
Not up close.
No.
Like not from behind a fence.
I was so close to kick it.
Oh my gosh. I think I'd be scared of them. I didn't think I would be. But
I think they would be like the ones that move fast, like hobble fast, or maybe because they come at you and you don't know what to do. You'd freeze a little bit. Like when a chicken comes at you, they can move really fast though. You know, I could beat up a chicken.
But I'm really scared of birds.
But could I? Yeah.
Like terrified.
Why are you scared of birds?
Because they're scary. I think it's the flying thing, which is why I think a penguin would be okay.
Right, because they fly.
Yeah. But a penguin can't fly. So
How about if you were in the water and then there was a bunch of penguins in the water? Would you be scared of that?
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
The fish that are in the water scare me.
Yeah, fish have got all these sort of defense mechanisms though. Well, not really actually. Fish don't have defense mechanisms at all. That's why they're caught so easy, I guess.
Yeah, I think penguins would be scary.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, unless it's like one of those small ones that can't
the
walk
little
and can't
penguins
swim.
would be incredible.
Do I think could I swim as fast as that penguin? 1.2 miles an hour or 2 miles an hour?
1.6.
So I know I can swim like 500 meters in like 10 minutes, which I know sounds really slow, listeners, but I'm trying my hardest. So no, fuck, that penguin's faster than me. That can't be right, is it? No. I'd finish like 20 minutes before that penguin.
Would you?
Yeah, 1,600 meters in a mile, and if it's taking a whole hour, I could do it in 40 minutes. Suckers. That's if I kept the same pace. So you can
beat a penguin.
Yeah.
Only that
one penguin, though. Yes. So I'd have to go to New Zealand.
Yep.
And that's the one we could keep in our pocket, so we could take it to a pool if I've got our own ones, I guess.
Do you know any more penguin facts?
Nope. Absolutely none off the top of my head, anyway. How long have we been recording for?
I don't know.
Wow, almost an hour. Wow, you've had an hour of penguin facts.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we'll round up then.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been Liam.
And I'm Kayla.
And this has been Mumblecast number 1. Hopefully we'll get better.
Yes.
We don't know what next week's topic will be.
But tune in.
And we'll maybe have some answers to my questions, which we didn't have today.
Yes. Bye.
We need a catchphrase.